Welcome. This is your May 2026 Astrology Snake Month in Horse Year Chinese Horoscope. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. Thank you for joining us. Snake Month begins on May 6th or 7th and lasts all the way through until June 5th. In Chinese, the word for snake is Si, S-I. The snake is a very clever and quite composed zodiac animal. Now, regarding how the compatibilities line up this month, we have snake and horse. So since snake is like Taurus and horse is like Gemini, we have snake and horse, Taurus and Gemini, and Taurus and horse compatibilities all coming together. So if you were born during this time in a snake month in a horse year, then this is really going to be all about you. It also affects everybody generally, nevertheless, because when we have an astrological transit such as this, everyone feels those energies. So think about that, because that's very important, especially with snake in horse year. And that's because the snake can sometimes scare the horse, according to Chinese astrology. So you could scare yourself. So understand that. So, but you are, if you're born during this time, a very witty and intelligent one. And everyone knows that you are someone that can really get to where you're going on your own, since you think of yourself as a very self-made man or an extremely self-created woman. And you don't let anything stop you from your lifetime ambitions that you have mapped out in your mind to be a great dream. You know you have the capacity to materialize in the real world. You can do it. And people that rely on others too much in this world usually get disillusioned because they end up either not living their aspirations or they live the imaginings of others instead of their own desires. You know what that can be like when you're living for the dreams of someone else, like parents have their kids live for them, or the other way around. But this is about, you're someone who knows how to really live your own wants and wishes. Also, love actually comes pretty easy to you, even when you were in your early 20s. That is something that you might have noticed, or noticed about someone if they were born during this time. And you are often of the mind that becoming married too soon might actually thwart your strategies for producing a successful occupation. So you were thinking about that. Now, you will come around to nuptials and family life. You will do that when you feel that your vocation is well off the ground and in a stable as well as a very successful orbit. Also, most people that don't reach their objectives when it comes to their vocation are hindered by romantic or familial concerns from early on, and you know this, and don't have the focus that you have to stay very centered upon the task at hand. And alternatively, you possess the faculty to invoke both knowledge and understanding, even from the time of your young adulthood. These virtues give you the capacity to drive yourself forward onto a prominent and coveted position in regards to developing a well-rounded and complete life path. Now, we're going to get into the Jade Emperor's race. It's very important, while bearing in mind that the energies of being born during a snake month in a horse year like you, one really must have the capacity to really think about the fact that horse is someone that finished after snake, and snake finished the race ahead of horse due to snake's startling horse and making him rear up on his hind legs, neighing and whinnying from being anxious. Okay, now snake then slithered ahead of horse, coming in 6th place, with horse finishing in 7th place. This made snake the 6th sign and horse the 7th sign. You've heard of the 7th sign. You know what it means. That's where in the book of Revelations they get the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, the 7th sign. And that's because snake is 6th sign, horse is 7th sign. And then the lamb comes. Well, that lamb is sheep. and Sheep is the 8th sign. So that's where it all comes from. Okay? Therefore, keep in mind that a person born in snake month of May is a snake month, might scare others or himself or herself from the horse year attributes. Also, keep in mind that the first apparition of Fatima was May of 1917. And keep in mind that the Blessed Mother is often seen standing upon a snake in many of her statues and pictures. Now, the first apparition of Fatima, May, that's a snake month in the Chinese zodiac. And also, 1917 in the Chinese astrology, 1917 was a snake year. So the Blessed Mother came and put her foot on that snake. Also, just for your interest, before snake is dragon, and snake is like Taurus, and before Taurus is Aries, and Aries and dragon are similar. They're the same sign. In Western, it's Aries. In Chinese, it is dragon. And keep in mind that Kuan Yin, the great and merciful Kuan Yin, she rides upon a dragon. She's standing on a dragon, actually riding upon the dragon. And then next year, Mother Mary, she's standing upon a snake. Whether she's holding that snake down or surfing on that snake, we don't know. I guess it depends on the snake or the Holy Mother's mood at that time. Anyway, these things all are connected. Now we're going to get into the connection with this story regarding the snake month and the horse year, and also the fact that the snake scared the horse and made the horse rear up, and then snake slithered ahead of horse to come in 6th place or 7th place. That translated to the book of Genesis and the 12 tribes of Israel and the tribe of Dan. And we have in Genesis 49 verses 16 to 18 in the Webster's Bible translation, Dan shall judge his people as one of the tribes of Israel. Dan shall be a serpent by the way, an adder in the path, that biteth the horse's heels, so that his rider shall fall backwards. I have waited for thy salvation, O Lord. So that's the end of that quote from the book of Genesis, chapter 49, verses 16 to 18. So understand that the adder in the path is often thought to be the DNA sequence, that Dan is a tribe that produces all the children they please, whatever type of child they please. That the tribe of Dan, they do as they please. So that's just the tribe of Dan. Understand that the serpent is the genome, the DNA. It is the genetics in the book of Genesis. So it's really a lot about the genetics involved. All right. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you again soon. And join us again next time.